Okay.
Okay.
Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Amanda. I have been adopted by Iichiko for these types of events, which is really fun. I love some shochu, so it's helpful. Get to try all the products. Really fun cocktails with some of the best bartenders in the Japanese restaurant scene, which is really fun. And then get to try the hottest stuff on the market. So September 1st was the release for the special. Cheers. For the special Muji. This is going to be really different in that it's aged where none of the other product is aged in any type of barrel or anything like that. So you have 5 to 7 years in American white oak and sherry barrels to get that nice color. You're almost going to get, like, on the palate, sort of like a really mellow whiskey is sort of the idea they're going for. They really want people to drink more shochu and understand shochu, but some people are either a little scared or they don't know what it is, or you went to a karaoke bar and got like hammered and you'd never want to try it again, which you probably didn't even have shochu, you probably had soju, which is different also. So this was kind of made to become more understandable for us and hopefully be the gateway into having more shochu. 100% barley is Iichiko's focus. Single row, single distillation, and every other product is aged in steel. So very, very different, all with purpose. There's a really nice 20% if you have a beer and wine license. Everything else goes from 25 to 30, 43. There's a couple different things, but everything has its own profile in its own very particular way, and it's all very purposeful, and it's all really good. Yeah.
So since you were mentioning that this is maybe tailored more to the American market,
Sure.
what kinds of things have you noticed in the American market that's different?
That's different? I mean, people jump around. I think people are very ready for new things. I think people are more open to trying, just getting outside of the box of things that they know. But it all just depends on, that first experience with what you have. I think that's always the case, but your daddy drank one thing, right? And he only drank that one thing, and he drank that one beer, and he didn't want to deviate from that. Where I think people are just they're excited, they want to know, they just need the experience to kind of open that door. And depending on where you have it, what restaurant you have it in, what cocktail you have it in, the fact that bartending has changed so much. You're a mixologist now, rightfully so, because you're a scientist of sorts, but I think that's helping too. It's just having things in a way that you haven't had them before, kind of make it more approachable, and it makes you just want to try these things. I'm glad people are just, I think, in a nutshell, just more open, more ready to try stuff.
What would you recommend to the sake drinker who hasn't tried it before to get them to try it?
That is tough. I mean, like I said, I think if you build a little trust, try them on something that is unanimously delicious, get them to trust you, and then I think they're more open to having these things. I'm at Tokyo Record Bar, and that is something that happens a lot. Some people are like, ooh, I don't know if I like sake, and I had a really bad experience once or something like that. And it just comes down to building that trust. Just try this. If you hate it, we don't need to talk anymore about it. But if you like it even a little, there's more to try. You need you need that person, I think, in your life to kind of get you to do that. So it takes a special kind of person, I think.
Someone with knowledge to guide you.
Yeah, but make it fun, but make it scary. Some people are all tech, all tech sheet kind of thing, and they're like, these are the facts. When in reality, some people are just like, is it yummy? Is it sexy? Is it delicious? Do I love it? You just you got to feel that person out. It's the psychology of drinking, I think, or getting people to do that, which I guess in a nutshell is just sales, which is why we're all here.
What would you say is your favorite kind of sake?
My favorite kind? I love I love a junmai ginjo. Daiginjos get very, very dry, bone dry, and they're fun too because they're kind of different in the sense that you can get, my favorite right now is called the Tropical. I forget the producer, but it's like almost like very pineapple on the nose and then bone dry after. So maybe I do like a junmai daiginjo. I like them all, I really do. They're all so different. Junmais are nice and round. The ginjo, you get a little bit of both. The daiginjo, you kind of get into just like an array of just like, it starts off really juicy and it doesn't need to have that finish. It just depends on what you're eating, depends on if you're just drinking, you know, things like that. But this is, and I mean, Iichiko actually makes 2 sakes as well, outside of the shochu. They make 2 really beautiful sakes, both junmai ginjos actually, and I love both of them very much. But it's gonna depend on what I'm eating or what I'm doing. If I'm sneaking sake into the movies, what my mood is, you know. It's there's a couple of variables that are gonna depend on what I bring with me or what I drink. Yeah, it's fun. You definitely probably don't want to just have a bottle of shochu to yourself, but you could do that if you can handle it. Go for it. I support all the things within reason. Sure. Wow.
What do you see for the future of sochu or sake in America?
I think it's going to take off. I think it's going to take a little minute, not a hot minute. I think it's around the corner from really happening. I really do.
And then anything you would like to add?
Go get some Iichiko, specifically.
Okay.
But also, yeah, just, you know, try that thing that you don't think you like, whether it's food, a lover, a drink. Just be open and try all the stuff, and you'll be surprised as to what you find that you like. Start with shochu.
Start with shochu.
Start with shochu and all those things, and see where that takes you. The shochu will help you open up into trying those things.
Straight or mixed?
Ooh. That's a tough one as well. Depending on what it is, you have to have it mixed.
Okay.
Like the Seitan, that taller bottle there, 43%, it's made literally for cocktails. Like you do not want to sip on that. That is someone having a bad experience and being like, I don't want this because you didn't have it the right way. And that takes research, you know, and trying, again, being open to trying. You can have a moment too, but if you try that 43% on its own, and then, for example, have John's beautiful cocktail, the Iichiko, you would never in a million years think that that would translate to that. So it depends, because on its own, the special is incredible. Chocolate, little vanilla, like I said, almost like a really mellow whiskey. You want that on its own. Versus the polar opposite, which is like super umami and mushroom and wild and like a little in your face in a way that it's not, literally not meant to be had on its own. So it depends. Do your research. And I think literally the theme of this whole thing is try things. Mix it up. Try it. But, you know, do your research too. You can try something the wrong way and, you know, be a little rude for it.
Thank you so much.